Robin McMillan here. Happy to see all of you out there in video land. I have a couple things I was thinking about today, something I think that could be really helpful. And let me go back a number of years. I had an encounter with the Lord where I was caught up in the heavens, and I can't tell you all of it. It would take too long to explain all of it. But the long and the short of it was the Lord showed me five different things or five different graces he wanted to release to people in the world. And one of them was deliverance from deserved circumstances or consequences. And so that's another way of saying God wants to help people, give them answers for their questions, deliver them from difficulties, help those people they love based on not what they deserve, but on a different basis. So as I was thinking about that, I was also reading Timothy Keller's book, Jesus the King, and he's got a great section in there on the Syrophoenician woman. And the text tells us that a woman came to Jesus begging for deliverance for her daughter who was demon-possessed, and she knew she didn't have access to Jesus' ministry based on being Jewish because she wasn't Jewish. But nevertheless, she begged and continued begging him, and Jesus winds up saying to her, I haven't been called to you, I've been called to the house of Israel. And she continued to beg, and Jesus said, well, it's not right to give the children's bread to the puppies. Well, then the woman said back to Jesus, well, even the puppies get the crumbs. And Jesus marveled at the woman's answer. So here's what was going on. When the woman told Jesus she didn't qualify for the deliverance, she was not Jewish, she was actually Phoenician. Instead of the woman being offended, she recognized that what Jesus said was true, but continued to believe that he would help her. Tim Keller actually calls that rightless assertiveness. Rightless, in other words, you don't have a right, but you can tend to assert your request based on God's goodness and God's generosity, not the fact that you deserve to have your prayer answered. And I think that's very, very important. Basically, the Syrophoenician woman was saying, give me what I don't deserve on the basis of your goodness, and I need it now. She understood that Jesus had enough, that Jesus had enough for the whole world. She knew that she didn't qualify. She wasn't offended about not qualifying, but believing that God was good, she got her answer. Jesus marveled at her faith, and her daughter was healed. So I hope this will help you today. God bless you. If this is helping you and you want to share it with other people, I would appreciate that, particularly for their sakes.